What's up, guys? If you're new here, I'm Josh, and here we do self-help, but we take it very seriously. I'm scowling. You can't see it because of the weird glasses. Oh, I'm scowling. Today we're talking about debt. Now, in the last 6 years, I went $9,600 in debt. I went to Chicago to study improv. I bought a motorbike, which I couldn't afford. Nachos! Now, on April 4th, I hit rock bottom, and I told myself I was going to get out before the end of July. And today it is July 31st, and I can tell you I am in the green, motherfucker. And I want to teach you how I did it so that you can do it too in 3 simple steps. Now, I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I don't know if you can tell. I'm not qualified for this, but I can tell you what's worked for me so that you can steal it. Let's go. Step 1, stop the bleeding. First thing I did was a balance transfer. If you don't know, a balance transfer is basically taking all your debt, putting it into another account that has some kind of deal going on that'll give you a long interest-free period. So you're not paying those interest payments on your debt on your current credit card. I found a bank that was doing 30 months interest-free. That's 2.5 years. So I took my $9,600, put it in there, and left it there knowing I wouldn't be paying any extra on that for 2.5 years, giving me time to pay that off. 2 things to know. Number 1, a balance transfer can affect your credit score, so you should be wary of that. And number 2, if you can't pay off that debt within that interest-free period, your interest rate will probably be much higher than it was on your previous card. So only make that decision if you know you're going to be able to pay off that debt within the allotted interest-free period. Step 2, measure everything. This is where shit gets really, really interesting because you see where all your money is going. So first thing, get all your subscriptions and track them in an app. For me, I use an app called Bobby. Probably shouldn't be showing you this. I put every single subscription that I have in this app manually so that I can see exactly how much I'm costing a week to just live my life. So for me, including rent, groceries, all my subscriptions, $618.12 a week is what it costs for me to live in my current lifestyle. That's good to know. If my income is less than that, then I need to cut some of these out. It's also a great way to see if any of these are unnecessary so you can remove them. Once you've got your subscriptions done, let's see where all your other money's going. So I tracked all of my spending for 1 week, and I'm going to show you what came out. I was spending, outside of groceries, $176 in a week on food. That's just going out food, buying lunch at work food, coffee, combined with other silly purchases like a HDMI cable I thought I needed, books I didn't need. Ended up coming to around $240 a week of extraneous purchases. That's almost my rent again. And I was like, okay, that is where all my money is going. So now I have an overall snapshot. I know how much money I'm earning. I know where all my subscriptions are going. They're non-negotiables. They're not going to change. And I know where all my extra money is going. Going out with friends, cocktails, $23, $26 cocktail, ring a bell. That's a decision. That's a financial decision. Now you've got a clear snapshot of all your money and where it's going, the inflow, the outflow. Step 3, take action. Cancel unnecessary subs. Go through them. You know the ones you don't need. Some of them you'll be non-negotiable. Maybe you really don't want to watch ads on YouTube, so you're going to keep YouTube Premium. That is fine. You have to judge what you can genuinely afford. The second action I took was the 20% of effort that got me 80% of the results, and that is I stopped eating out so much. What was I thinking? An $80 brunch? Eggs Benedict on a Sunday? Unnecessary. I was doing it too much. I was eating lunch at work and buying it almost every day. That is a huge amount of money every week just being flushed in the toilet. So instead, I started meal prepping. I started being more conscious when I was getting groceries. Maybe I don't need smoked salmon every single time. Maybe I don't need to live like a king all the time. No, I can't afford it. I can't have all of the things that I want right now. One day, yes, but right now, I need to get out of debt. I need to save money. So obvious. I also stopped buying coffee because there was a coffee machine at my work that was fine. It was kind of garbage, but I was saving like $30, $40 a week, $50 a week, even just on not buying coffee. And then finally, I cut down on all of my extraneous purchases. Like I have an air purifier that I bought for $180. The air is fine. The air is pure in here. I don't need to remove impurities. And I also stopped buying so many books because I have a little bit of an Amazon addiction. As soon as I see a book, I want it, I buy it. If you're the same, just read the books you've got. Don't go for the new shiny thing all the time. It's about delayed gratification. It's about playing with the things you already have. And that saved me at least like $50 a week just on little silly purchases that I didn't need. Oh my God, I'm running out of light. So with Amazon purchases, I do something called the 1-day rule, which is literally just when I see something and I go, and I really want it, I just say, just wait. Just wait a day. Just wait till tomorrow and see if you really want it. And ask yourself if you can genuinely afford it. And every time I do that, I wake up the next morning and I'm like, I don't need a full-size Street Fighter arcade. I don't need a full-size bowling alley in my house. So in summary, here's what happened. I saved $4,000 in 16 weeks, taking out all these extraneous purchases and subs and meal prepping. That was like half the debt gone. The other half came from tax return. That was like $3,000. And the other thing was I got a second job to supplement my income. Now, if you have the time, it is so worth getting a second job while you're getting out of debt. Obviously, more money, you get out of debt faster. I took a second job that was bringing in maybe $300 a fortnight, which is not much, but enough to just push that all into my debt. I was also doing a stage play, which made me a little bit of extra money in a profit share. And once all those things combined, I was able to get out of $9,600 debt in about less than 4 months. And the main thing was, once I set the intention, things started falling in place for me. This gets a bit woo-woo, but once you decide I am getting out of debt, things will start to happen for you. I don't know why, call it synchronicity or whatever, but job opportunities came to me because I was actually taking action towards my goals. Believe that part or don't. I think it can be helpful, even if it's not real, to enjoy that placebo. Just give me that placebo. You got to want it and you got to say no to things. That's it. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye very much. That doesn't make sense. Goodbye.